What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we beat the mini-boss of the Wind Temple and progressed further through the dungeon. In this episode, hopefully we can finish up this dungeon. So, let's start out by playing the command melody. And once we get control of Mr. Makar, let's go ahead and drop him down here, because I actually want to go fill up these two soft soil spots with some trees. So let's go plant our seeds in these right now. Because after we do this, something pretty awesome will happen actually, and it'll make progressing through this dungeon a little bit easier. So, let's go ahead and plant this last seed and see what happens. Alright, so after you do that, that fan will turn on and we can switch back to Link real quickly and pull out our Deku Leaf because we want to jump and glide across here and ride the current upward. That way we can get access to this room over here. Now, there is a treasure chest right there, as you can probably see, and it is a joy pendant. I am not going to go out of my way for a stinking joy pendant. But anyways, let's go in here, and you'll see there's these bunch of these statue enemies that we've seen before. So what I like to do is get all of their attention, bring them sort of like the center of the room, and then do the hurricane spin. Wow, that did not work at all for me this time. Thanks a lot, man. Alright, come on. Can you guys be like nice real quick so I can just do my hurricane spin and get this room out of the way? And you guys are just being jerks right now. You're not letting me do anything. It's not nice, man. I love how in my practice file you guys let me do it all the time. Just now you're just being jerks. But I think, there we go. I think we got it this time, and now all of those guys exploded. Usually I can get that with the hurricane spin on the first time. I don't know why it took me so many times to get it now, but hey, you know what? It happens. Anyways, in this chest, let's go ahead and open it up real quickly and get the last small key of this dungeon. Sweet. Now we're basically going to make our way towards the end of this dungeon and towards the boss room, because that's all we have left to do. I mean, we have to pick up that second treasure chart, but it's on the way there, so let's just do that. And the easiest way to do this is literally just to jump down. Hopefully that fan will turn off, because I don't want to go back up, but it didn't. Whatever. So let's wait for this fan to turn off, that way we can actually jump in here and not get hurt, and then calm Makar down. Yes, they put Makar all the way back up here, even though we left him down in the bottom. I kind of wish they would have like an option to just like save it where we leave him, but you know, whatever, I guess you can't really do much. So let's hopefully bring Makar in here without this fan turning on, because that would be bad. And well, at least we got him down here. I mean, he may have gotten chopped up by a fan blade, but at least we got him down here. Anyways, now that we have that key, we can open up this door down here and enter this room, which starts another sort of mini-boss type area. Luckily for us, we already have our fire arrows out, and we can kill these stupid freaking Wizrobes that no one likes. I think I actually got both of them down already, so that's going to make this room a lot easier. I'm going to go ahead and try and get these guys with bombs. I don't know how successful I'm going to be, since there's kind of two of them here, and this guy's moving around, but looks like we blew his head up anyway, so let's start slashing away. And it would be really awesome if I could kill this guy in one hit, but that's not going to happen because he is regenerating like a jerk. But I do have a gift for you, buddy. It's another bomb, so have fun with that. And if I can kill you now, that'd be great. Awesome. Only one more to go. And I don't know why I didn't Z-target you. That was stupid. Alright, in this room is actually the second treasure chart. So what you're going to want to do in this room actually is take out all of the enemies in this room. Now, you may think, oh, that's pretty easy. It's only like those Wizrobes and these Stalfos. Well, you'd be wrong because I just killed both of them. And as you can clearly tell, the treasure chest is still not visible. This room actually has some hidden enemies in it, which can be kind of annoying to find and get to. But basically, we need to equip our iron boots and our hookshot, and you'll see these statues right here. Well, some of these statues are hiding refugee enemies. So let's go ahead and see if we can't target this guy with our fire arrows and kill him. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get him right now just because the angle seems to be off. But hey, look at that, we got him. Awesome. Let's go ahead after, I think there's a guy in this one actually. I know there's at least one or two of these statues where there isn't a guy in, and it's either that one, well okay, there's nobody in that one, so it must either be that one or the one up here. Or maybe there's just two of them with no enemies in it, I'm not entirely sure. But much like oh no, there is an enemy right there, what the heck, dude? Alright, you need to die, bro. Like, I don't even know how you're still alive right now. Alright, hopefully that'll kill you. Anyways, let's keep making our way up this room, because we actually do need to get to the top of this area. Because up on the top of this area is a switch that we need to activate, that way we can actually get out of this room. There's 2 more statues over there, and I believe both of those have enemies, or it's either just one of them. We'll find out shortly, I guess. So let's go ahead, stick on the iron boots again, and we'll pull you down off the wall, and then we'll pull you down off the wall, and only one of you had an enemy, so let's go ahead and take care of that guy with these arrows right here, and miss completely. Alright, come on, dude. There you go. That's what I like to see. You on fire. That makes my day. Alright, let's jump over there. And wow, apparently you survived that, but you won't survive my sword. So let's just go ahead and step on this switch now. I gotta take out the iron boots again. Like I said, this dungeon is very annoying with how many things you need to change constantly. And there you go, there's a treasure chest that appeared, and hopefully that won't like glitch up the next cutscene with the door opening. Good thing for us it didn't. Yay! Let's pull out the Deku Leaf again so we can survive this fall. Take off our iron boots and leap of faith! And there we go. Oh, I landed on top of the chest. Cool. Alright, anyways, whatever. Let's just open this chest up and see what we get. And there we go. There's the second treasure chart for this dungeon. Like I said, they're not really out of the way and they're pretty easy to get for this dungeon. So, now that we have that, we have now got all the collectibles for this dungeon, which means all we have left to do now is get to the boss room and fight the boss. So, let's make our way towards there because that's what we need to do. And we're actually only, I believe this is the second to last room. There's like this room and then there's one more room after that and we're at the boss door. So, you know, we're making pretty good time actually. I won't spoil the boss, but it is probably one of the harder bosses in Wind Waker, unfortunately. But we'll worry about it when we get to it. Let's worry about these Armos right here. Especially this guy with his mouth open. I'm going to feed him some bombs because I know Armos, bombs are their favorite foods and they like to eat them. So, wow, I just got exploded. I got blown up by an Armos. One of you guys actually mentioned in the last episode why I don't stop to like pick up these enemy drops, even though sometimes I may need them. Well, I actually don't have a good reason for that. I mean, my only reason that could come to mind as to why I ignore those sometimes is just for the fact that I'm trying to get through this dungeon or this episode as fast as possible, and I just want to like, you know, get everything that I've planned accomplished and not worry about that. But anyways, let's play the command melody one more time. And now let's bring Makar over to here and plant a seed in this soft soil. But yeah, that's the only reason I can think of as to why I would ignore those enemy drops. So I guess that's just a little glimpse into my mind and how it works. But yeah, so anyways, after you plant this tree, those fans will turn off. And now we can hookshot across there as Link. And, well, finish this room up, which is awesome, actually. I'm super excited that we're going to get to the boss in this episode and hopefully finish it up. I believe we should be able to. And you know what, even if we, this takes us a little bit longer than it normally would, I'm still going to leave it in just because I would love to finish this dungeon up in 3 episodes. That would make my day. And I'm going to have to refreeze this, aren't you? Or aren't I? Alright, you need to die. And thank you very much for that. Let's take out all these pea hats. And I don't know why I used freaking ice arrows there. That was completely unnecessary. That was kind of overkill. You guys only deserve regular arrows. You're not even like a good enemy. You're just there and you fly and you're annoying. Blah, I don't even like you. You need to die. Thank you very much. Alright, let's grab a car. Oh yeah, golden feathers, like I said, if you didn't have your 20 yet, make sure you can pick them up here with your grappling hook from those pea hats. This dungeon is probably a better place to get them than the glitch that I showed off. Or not really glitch, the exploit that I showed off on the Tower of the Gods. So yeah, if you haven't gotten your 20 feathers yet, this is probably the better place to do it. Anyways, this is the last room before the boss, actually, so I will show you how to do this. This room is kind of like a puzzle, actually. You got 3 blocks here, and you technically need 4 to get to the end, so you have to reuse a block. And a lot of people seem to have trouble with this room, but I find this room actually pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. Ow, how did I even get hit there? Whatever. Alright, anyways. So yeah, you put a block there, and then you grab your next block, and you move it out a few times. Then you gotta push it up to where that second little razor blade thing is. And then you just gotta reuse the first block again. I don't know why a lot of people seem to have trouble with this room or get confused on this room. But this room is actually very straightforward to me. So, I don't know, maybe that's just because of the weird way that I think. And I can just figure out, like, puzzles like this pretty easily. Because, like, puzzle games are actually some of my favorite games. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, maybe I just have a knack for figuring out puzzles pretty easily. Like, because games like Portal and Portal 2, like, I love speedrunning those games. Like, I can beat the first Portal in under an hour and the second Portal in, like, 5 to 7 hours, depending on, you know, the day, I guess. It really depends on the mood, but enough, I guess, bragging about how good I am at puzzle games. Because in all honesty, let's be honest, I'm not that great at puzzle games. I mean, an hour for Portal is kind of long, actually. I've seen, like, speedrunners do Portal in, like, 10 minutes, and that's just insane. Like, I would love to learn all those glitches that they use. But that's a conversation for another day. So let's go ahead and put my car over here out of the way of this razor blade, mind you. That's what I was trying to accomplish there. And let's grab this block now and move it out of the way, and hopefully my car won't become chopped onions from that razor blade. Oh, I copied a joke. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Anyways, if you get what that joke is from, which some of you guys may or may not remember that, but if you get what it's from, you know, plus 5 points to you. There you go. You remember a line that's pretty obscure, actually, from another LPer. Anyways, now that we've gotten all of this done, we can continue pushing this block up and block this last razor blade. Now, what I like to do over here for this one in particular is actually push this block a few times to the right and or left. It really depends on whichever way you trap the razor blade, just so that way we can make it across the middle a little bit easier. But let's pick up my car and let us go to the boss room. I am so happy that we are now making our way towards the boss room, and we are pretty much done with this dungeon at this point. There is literally one last thing for us to do, and you can probably tell what we have to do right now. We have to play the Wind God's aria one last time, and that will gain access to the boss room. So let's take out our iron boots. I don't know why I kept them on for so long, but let's go ahead and take out the Wind Waker and play the song. And violent explosion now. Yay! I'm happy. Explosions always make me happy. And at this point, we don't even need Makar anymore, so I'm just going to leave him here. And there's our last Why did I take out the Wind Waker? And there's our last teleportation pot. So let's go ahead and blow that up. And in this pot, we have fairies, and I actually do have an empty bottle, so I will be picking up a fairy here. I'm just going to wait for that to explode. And let's get a fairy. Did I get one? Please tell me I got one. Sweet. Awesome. You caught a fairy in your bottle. Sweet. I love how the fairies look so sad and depressed when they get captured in the bottle. I'm sorry, Mr. Fairy Man. But dude, I need your help. You're totally useful. And you know what? I might actually want to pick up that last fairy. This boss is pretty hard, and I am not at all confident in my ability to do it without at least using one fairy. It is a very hard boss, and I am kind of actually scared to do this. But anyways, now that we've picked up those fairies, let's go ahead and take on the boss, shall we? And this one's tough, guys. This is the hardest boss, in my opinion, that we've had to do so far. Which is kind of fitting, since this is the last major temple, that they saved the hardest boss for last. But let's jump down here and start this boss fight. Oh man, the room is filling up with sand. This can't be good. This actually reminds me of that boss fight in Majora's Mask, when you have to use the Giant's Mask, is I think what it's called. It's the mask that makes you giant, so I'm assuming it's the Giant's Mask. I actually forget the name of it if it's not the Giant's Mask. I know it's not the Fierce Deity Mask, because that's what you get later on towards the end of the game to fight Majora, but that's spoilers. Sorry for those who haven't played that game before. Anyways, we have this snake boss here. His official name, I believe, is Mulgaria. I don't know why I'm mentioning that now, considering I haven't even mentioned any of the other bosses' like official name. I could probably do that later on in the game, but that would be kind of spoiling it, because I kind of just made note that we're gonna fight the bosses again. Sorry, my bad. I'm totally bad with spoilers on that. This boss, although it may seem easy, by all you have to do is you know, grab onto his tongue and slash it a few times. That may seem easy for the first time. But trust me, after that first time, the difficulty just ramped up about like 30 times. Because now, he has these little like tinier versions of himself, and they make this boss fight a lot harder than it needs to be. These guys are annoying. They get in your way, and they prevent you. The most annoying thing they do is prevent you from targeting the tongue. Because see, look at that. You'll automatically like target the freaking little like offspring version of him, and not like the tongue version of him. So it makes this boss fight a lot more annoying than it needs to be. So my main tactic for this is to just try and take out the guys, even though it is going to make this boss fight a little bit longer. You do kind of need to do it, because actually I did get a target on his tongue, so I'm going to... What? Dude, no! I pulled your tongue. You shouldn't have been able to eat me right there. I don't even know what that's about. Alright, let's see if this time we can do that without getting eaten alive. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Sweet. I believe if we hit him either 1 to 2 more times, we should be good to go. Unfortunately, he's going to spawn more of those annoying little versions of himself and just make this boss fight. Heck, man, I really don't like this boss fight. It is incredibly difficult for what it is. Oh, crap. Oh, by the way, I actually just learned this out when I was practicing this today, but if you can target him... Oh, crap. If you can target him or target his mouth while in air, you can actually grab his tongue in mid-air and get him a hit off him that way, and that's actually easier than fighting off his little, like, minion versions of him and then doing it that way. So I thought that was cool that I just learned that, and I figured I would share it in case maybe some of you guys didn't know. And I believe I can get another hit in on you right now. So 1, 2, 3, and I believe one more hit on this boss fight, or one more series of hits on this boss fight should do it. I am really hoping that that's all there is to this, because this is actually not a bad run of this boss. I've had a lot worse runs of this. In my original practice file, I had to actually use a fairy, which is why I was kind of concerned about it. And I don't see him right now, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hit him in mid-air, and I didn't. That's kind of disappointing, actually. But I believe if his little freaking minion guys get out of the way, I can get my last hit on him and be done with this boss fight. So that'll be nice, actually. Alright, you need to die, dude. Like, seriously. Alright, you're done. Alright, I got a target on his tongue. Pull it in. 1, 2, 3. And that does it for this boss. Holy crap, that was a very good run of this boss. I am proud of myself. I only got eaten once, but dude, that's a good run. Anyways, the boss is now, well, like, turned into sandstone, I guess. And then, of course, the boss violently explodes, so that's fun. I love violent explosions in this game. Makes this game a lot better. Anyways, there's our 15th heart container. I am so happy that we have 15 heart containers right now. You have no idea, dude. We only need 5 more heart containers, and then we are completely done. And most of those are going to come from heart pieces that we're going to pick up in side quests once we get out of this dungeon. So we are making very, very good progress in this game right now. We finished both the Wind and Earth Temple recently. We got our 15th heart container. After we pick up our 4th bottle, we only need 1 more item to get, and we're pretty good. I don't know how good we are in treasure charts, though. I'll have to look at that later. But let's step into the blue light and start the next cutscene. The Master Sword has returned. Its blade once again houses the power to repel evil. The sword of the one true hero is revived at last. Link, I have fully restored the power to repel evil to your Master Sword. And my ancestors are most satisfied. I shall continue praying to the gods here. Link, please step into light and return to above ground. May the winds of fortune be at your back. Alright, man. Dude, I love the Wind Sages song a lot more, I think, than the Earth Temple Sage song. I don't know, I just think the arrangement that they do at the end where you're playing is a lot better than the one at the Earth Temple. But, I see, so the Forsaken Fortress has already... Ah, like a molting snake that casts off its dead skin. The place is so empty and quiet, one can almost hear the echoes of dead leaves falling to the cold, cracked ground. Why? What ails you? What? Lose the long face? The monsters are gone from the world. Doesn't that make you a little happy? Link, I have troubling news. Ganon has not shown himself above the seas since Valoo unleashed his fiery wrath upon him. And what's worse, there's not a creature stirring in his base of operations in this world, the Forsaken Fortress. I cannot imagine how it is possible, and yet I cannot shake this foreboding feeling I have about Princess Zelda. Link, you must search for all the Triforce shards so that we can head back to Hyrule without delay. Alright, and now that we have completely finished the Wind Temple, let's end off the episode. So, once again guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.